They side-swiped the vehicle today, man. They side-swiped the truck today.
A long day on the road, and is this your first like accident?
Yeah, it's my first one since I've been in business for going on 7 months.
So where were you coming from?
I was coming from Kansas City, Missouri, on my way back to Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah. So what happened?
Well, I was riding on the road, and it's a point where when you're going through the mountains, you have to be on the left-hand side because the road is more wider on the left-hand lane, and on the right-hand lane is more narrow. So you'll see the signs that say that the trucks have to get over in the left-hand lane and the cars have to switch over to the right-hand lane. And you got to pay attention because this is at a certain point when you're going through the mountains where the road starts to narrow. So if you're not paying attention, you won't see it.
So hypothetically, all the trucks in this part of the road, all the trucks will be lined up in the left lane.
Yes.
And then the regular cars be weaving in and out or whatever, but all the trucks should be on the left hand side.
Yes, which is usually against like what you normally would see in a traffic pattern because
trucks get in the slow lane.
Yes.
On the right hand side.
The right hand side and the fast lane is the left. But in certain parts of Pennsylvania, you have to be in the left hand lane if you're a commercial truck.
Too narrow.
Yeah.
So you going down on the left lane like you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens?
Yeah, so I see a semi truck coming in the right hand lane, but he starts to lose control of the vehicle. You know, that was one of the things that I noticed from the beginning because when he came around, I saw him like kind of swerve and then swerve back out and then swerve back in, and I'm like,
why do you think he lost control?
Because to swerve, like, I think he lost control because when he was coming around that turn, it was too narrow. And it's just like what they say in the previous signs before you get up to that point, when they say trucks get into the left-hand lane, they say, hey, 1 mile till trucks have to get there into the left-hand lane. Oh, hey, you're down to a half a mile until trucks have to get in the left-hand lane. And he disregarded all the signs that were posted. And this is why I believe that when he was coming around that turn, he was coming around and he figured like, okay, I'm in this lane and this regular truck is in this lane and we're both going around, so this is too tight for us to be on side by side.
He was trying to stay in the middle, but it wasn't really enough space on either side.
Yes.
So that's why he's kind of swerving.
Right, and I thank the Lord because when I seen him doing that, it made me like
slow down.
Slow down. And when I slowed down, as you can see in the video, he came in, boom, he hit me, and then he took off running. And that's what you gotta be prepared for with these, you know, when you're in a box truck, because usually box trucks have a governor on them, and these semi trucks can go fast. But what he tried to do was he hit me, he sideswiped me, and then he tried to keep going. And I had to roll after him, you know what I mean, to catch up to him to keep
So once he hit you, what like decisions did you make? What did you do?
I did what any real nigga would do. I called the cops on him. And I called the cops and I told the cops the description of his truck, and I told them that it had burgundy letters on the back of it. I told them the number that was on the back of that truck. I told them the company that was on the back of the truck, and then I even got close enough to be able to tell them what the license plate number was, but I wasn't able to tell them the state. But guess what I did? I told them what the mile marker was, and then when I told them what mile marker they was, and they told me that the cops was on their way coming up to come and fix and save the situation, I felt good. I felt like the electricity just was flowing through my body. Like,
you did your civic duty.
Yes, and I was able to use the police for what they are supposed to be used for other than killing black people. And they came and people started getting over, and it was so glorious. The cops came up with their lights blaring everywhere, and the cop got on the side of me, and he looked at me, and he was like, for that quick second, we were one, right? We were one. Me, a black man, and that white man. That was really looking for me, but he was, in this case, I was the one that called the cops.
Yeah.
So he looked at me, and he didn't have to say anything. But when he looked at me, it was like, where is they at? And I looked at him and I said, they right there. And he went and he pulled in front of me and he threw his lights on and he like, you know, it was aggressive with it too.
Yeah.
And he made the dude stop because the dude didn't want to stop even when the cop got behind him because he had already been running.
Yeah.
Mind you, he hit me at mile marker 1105. We stopped at 1142. So he had been rolling for a minute trying to evade me and trying to get out of having to deal with the repercussions of his driving. And he tried not to get this work. And that's why it was so vindicating when I caught up with him because finally the underdog won. Meaning the person that gets sideswiped, I stand up today. This was a win not only for me, but this is a win for the person that gets sideswiped, the person that gets hit, you know, rear-ended by another truck, and the truck is too fast for you to catch up to, and he gets away, and he leaves you in the dust, and he leaves you with that burden of paying for that repair to that truck. This was a win for all of us today.
Oh, shit.
All of us. Oh, man.
Get it right. Get a little spirited about this.
All of us. You know what I mean? This is the win.
Sometimes people,
all of us. And I'm going to drink to that.
Sometimes people, they definitely get there's definitely a lot of hit and runs, and they hit you and just dip off, and you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it. So was there any real damage on the truck, or how that?
Lord, Lord was with me. He only had, he smashed, when he sideswiped the mirror. Anybody know in the box trucks, the mirror can give away this way, all the way this way, or all the way back this way. And that's just, I guess, like a safety mechanism because they understand that that's what could happen. Mm-hmm. So they might, so that if somebody does sideswipe you, the mirror will go all the way up and then you could just bend it back rather than it just breaking all the way the hell off because it's so fixed in one position. But, and if he would have pulled over, if he would have acknowledged that he hit me, then I would have been, even if I would have had some scratches on my door or whatever, I would have said, you know what, let's just go ahead and just, chalk it up to just, an accident, and we don't even gotta, we don't even have to report any of this to the insurance companies, and we could just move on. You know what I mean? But because he tried to run, it made me take it more personal. And
when he ran, you didn't get out the car yet, the truck yet, so you don't know what the side of the truck looked like. Mm-hmm. You don't really know what damage is there.
Right. All I know is that he hit me pretty hard. Yeah. And thank God that I made the decision to slam on my brakes at the time, and thank God that nobody was behind me, because it could have been really bad than what it really was, what it ended up being. And then even when he got pulled over and I pulled over, he tried to deny everything. And he told the cop that I was a liar and that I ain't know what I was talking about, and that I picked the wrong person and he don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And the damage that he took to the side of his trailer was already there from previous times. You know what I mean? And the cop came back to me and said, well, he's saying that he didn't do anything, you got the wrong person, and this could go a way that you don't want it to go, because now at this point it's just his word against yours, and I can't charge anybody if I don't have any evidence. And luckily, I had my dash cam. Shout out to Motive, man. Formerly called Keep Trucking. I had my dash cam and I said, I got it, sir. And I pulled out my trusty laptop. I pulled out my laptop and I said, and I pulled out this laptop and I went to the thing, right? I went down to where I had to go and I pulled up this video right here and boom, see that? And it just happened right there. Boom! You see that? And he tried to run. That's all I got to show. And that shows you why dash cams are important. I learned a very valuable lesson today, that dash cams are important. Use your dash cam, use your ELD, you pay for it, because these things happen, and when you're in the truck, people deny. The things that they do when they get caught by their woman cheating. They deny, and if you're not in the right and you don't have proof that you're in the right, then there is a chance that you could be proven to be in the wrong. And you don't want to be put in that position, because that position means that you got to pay for everything that happened. So luckily everything didn't happen bad. The Lord was with me. I didn't have to, fix anything, no injuries. And to be honest with you, at the end of the day, I just had like a couple of scratches to the side of the truck. And so what I will do is probably just not even report it, because if I report it, then probably my insurance rates will go up again, right? And I don't need them to go up, because it's already at $1,850, baby. So
too damn high.
I gotta stop because the insurance company might say, well, it wasn't your fault, but you got some kind of bad luck to where he would even crash into you. So we're gonna have to raise it another $500 for the year.
You drive amazing, but your luck is just bad. So we just gonna.
Yeah. So I looked at everything, assessed the damage. I said, you know what? It's something that I can live with. I can still move loads. I can still run the truck. There's no damage, really. So can I keep moving? Yes. Do I need to put a claim in? No. Can this thing happen again?
Sure can.
Sure can. But I understand when you're in this business and you're starting out new, you gotta be able to roll with the punches. And if anybody been watching this whole time with this channel, you've been seeing that I've been rolling with the punches.
Roll with them.
Because I understand that when you roll with these punches, it's gonna make you a stronger person later on, and you'll be greater later. And then everything will be greater later. So, at this point, I just understand that these are just the things that come out with the beginning. And if the Lord is with you, you'll come through. You'll pull through.
So any last tips for people that's trucking on as far as how to deal with accidents and whatnot?
Yeah, I'll say dash cam help me. Dash cam is your friend. So hook up that ELD and get to that dash cam. And you see it on videos and stuff like that. The dash cam is your friend. It'll help you out. And when people think you're lying, the dash cam will be the proof that you need to show them that the person that's trying to say that you're lying is a goddamn liar.
Goddamn lie.
And it was so great and so vindicating to see the cop be on my side for a change. And it all came from being in the right and having the Lord on your side. That's what it means at the end of the day. So what I want to say is that, I want y'all to subscribe to the channel. Can you do that? It's easy, right? It don't take nothing, just a quick, you just push something. Woo. And then that way you'll be locked in to all these new videos that come out. And this is a video that's showing you what to watch out for, man, when you out here on this road doing OTR. And hopefully the things that I go through can help you so that you don't have to go through those same things and make those same mistakes.